Greetings everybody, I am Oliver from Solstisto.com and this is going to be adding to the arcade on my website and giving hopefully both the reader and myself quite a bit of fun in the process. So this is a theme hospital. Anyone probably my age and older than me will probably remember this game at some point. You might have played it, you might not have done, but it was a gem of a game back in the day, and it still is, to be honest. I had it on PlayStation 1, and I wouldn't even be joking if I said that I've probably put more hours into this when I was a kid than any of the modern games I've ever played. And I think it would be a really good gesture, both to myself and my readers, if I played this game through, because I got it off of GOG a little while ago, and I'm really excited to play this game again, just to see how much I remember. Some of you probably think that's a really, really sad and daft thing, but I think I'm going to really enjoy this. So let's go with it. I can't even put the website's name in it. Oh well. There we go. I'll just put my name on it. Now I don't know what kind of quality I'm going to get out of this. I'm having to use OBS to record this. I tried everything to try and record DOSBox and it just simply doesn't work, so I'm working on this new strategy here. Right, what do we have here? Now I played the PlayStation 1 version, so I don't really know these things here. But we'll play on medium, because it's not my first rodeo. I have done this before. First game, definitely not. I've played this game many times before. Low res, the game's already low res, so if you need that to save performance, then I don't really know what to tell you. You must be running a very strange computer, or very outdated, whatever's different. So let's go. Okay, level 1. Get the place up and running. Bear with me. That's a little bit better. Yeah, that was really, really loud. Announcements, I'm definitely going to turn those down because they're going to blow my head off, more than likely. Game speed, obviously on slowest at the moment because I'll be building. Seems to have a jukebox. Okay, right, let's get started, shall we? We've got our first hospital here. Now, to get started, I do remember you need a reception desk, otherwise your patients can't check it. So I'm going to place this down here, right next to the door. And if I remember correctly, the receptionists never get tired, like at all, so that'll be good. Plays theme park a lot, very friendly and enjoys a laugh. Yeah, that sounds like I want to hire you. Yes, it says here tiredness, like receptionist tiredness. As I say, receptionists don't get tired. I wish I was like that on my day-to-day work. Now, every hospital will start, every patient's journey through your hospital will start with the GP's office. Now, I'm not too concerned about building huge rooms, though that does come at some point to have a huge room. Now, a desk, I want to optimise the workflow of the office. I'm going to put that in this corner, and the patient's chair right here. And I'm also going to add some extras. A fire extinguisher, a radiator, plant to make the patients a bit happier, and a bin. There we go. That is the very first step in the customer, the patient's journey. You can tell I work retail too much. And I want a cure facility directly next to it, where everyone is going to go for their treatments. Like so. Pharmacy cabinets, once again, get some extras in there. The extras make your staff happier, so they're less likely to demand pay rises. Because if you make your staff unhappy, then they start to complain, and then they want pay rises and they want bonuses, and it just turns into a massive like shit show, if you want to put it that way. Now, I need some machines to diagnose my patients, so let's take a look. A general diagnosis is good for most patients, cheap and often very effective. I want this relatively close by. Now this can afford to be a little bit bigger, so let's put it about there. Windows are also good for making your staff happier as well. They can see out, have a good view. There we go. And once again, the standards. And the bin, just by the door. So throw your litter in the bin as you leave, my friends. There we go. Oh, that's still a little bit loud there. There we go. Okay, so that's the way we're going to diagnose our patients to begin with. A ward is very good, but a psychiatric is a proper treatment, so I want to make sure they get that psychiatric help. Now, nothing that I do can fit anything into this 3x3 gap apart from a waiting area, so I'm going to make this room as large as it possibly can be. Now, I appreciate this is not exactly optimized here, but this is a tutorial level, so it doesn't really matter too much. Okay, so the patient screen here is not really going to be needed very much. And I want everyone close to the door there. I'm going to put these in. Normally I don't put a bookcase in, mainly because it really slows down the way the psychiatrist works. They always read a book before they see the patient. Whether or not that makes the process a bit better, I actually don't know. I've never tried to experiment with it. There we go. And because it's a big room, I'm going to put a couple of radiators in. Like that. Now this needs a specialist doctor to operate, so you can't just stick any doctor in there. They need to have a psychiatric qualification. Now a ward, I am going to make this enormous, like that. And I think I'm probably going to fit, 6 or 7. 6 or 7 beds in here, and that's still exceptionally loud. Let's put 7 of these. Right, so desk in that corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Brilliant. Get 8 beds in there. Never have to worry about the place getting crowded. Plenty of warmth. A plant for the corner. And I'll put a bin by this bed here. Brilliant. So we've got 3 methods of diagnosis now. The GP's office, we've got a psychiatric, a general diagnosis and a ward. So that's technically 4. The psychiatric can be used as a diagnosis as well. So, toilets. Some people insist that you shouldn't build toilets because it wastes precious time when you've got patients who are about to die and stuff like that, but I think it's a necessary evil here. Well, I mean, if I was in a hospital, I'd definitely know I want to use the toilet when I feel nature's calling. So, now the sinks, I'm not really too fussed about, but the toilets, yeah. Because when your hospital starts to get busy, oh, it gets busy. Very busy. Plants in a bin there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't need that last one. Brilliant. Just like that. And we'll put a staff room here. I could put a staff room and just make this entire wing into a staff room. I remember I used to do that on the PS1 version, but I don't think I'm going to do that. It would just waste a lot of time when the staff need to get back to their jobs. So I'm just going to elect for some sofas and a couple of TVs, a couple of little amenities. 5 members of staff can relax at a time, so... And obviously you want to see the TV as well. There we go. Bit of downtime for the staff, because I'm such a good boss. Now this leaves a nice open area here for patients to wait. I still need some cure facilities. Now I'm going to put the inflator clinic over here. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Just there. Now there's not really any need for urgency in these early stages, so I'm not worried about optimizing that much. There we go, I can fit everything, that's good. Brilliant. That's it. So now all that's left to do is hire some staff. Now, in theory, all I'm going to need is 2 nurses. As I was saying, 2 nurses. 1 for the ward and 1 for the pharmacy. And I'm going to need a specialist doctor. Though he's a junior and he's pretty terrible. This bit up here I know means a junior. The med bag is a doctor and the car is a consultant. The big difference is the consultants do their job quicker, they're better at their job, and they move around a lot faster, whereas juniors walk around at a snail's pace and they often make mistakes. There we go, that's fantastic. He's almost a consultant. So I'll put him in. Yep, that's fine. Obviously you don't get any consultants on this level, but that's about as good as it's going to get. And he's pretty good. So we'll have 3 doctors to begin with. Brilliant. So we've got our 3 doctors. 1 who's specially qualified. Now we need some handymen. Heckles poor comedians. That sounds like an interesting hobby. You've got there, Mr. Wrightmore. But you're pretty good for the job, so here you go. Have a job. And slow and fussy. Because this is the skill ability. The higher the bar, the better. And this guy's not that good. Well, neither's he really, but it's the best I've got available. Right. Now all I've got to do is set up some obstacles. I mean, furniture for the hallways.
Please form orderly queues.
Yeah, that announcer desperately needs to come down a bit more. There we go. That's as low as it's going to get without turning it off completely. Let's set out some benches. Absolute crap ton of them. I want all of my patients to sit down. And of course, I put it in a bad spot there. Yeah, you can all sit back to back. You know, one big waiting room. This is the true NHS you got here. And of course, there we go. So that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, 32 benches we got there. I reckon another 16 should do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, I think that's 42 benches, technically speaking, but there we go. Some plants for all the rooms. Make the doors look nice and attractive, keep everybody happy. Means people won't be vomiting on really unclean air. There we go. My handymen can keep them looking nice and flourishing. Like that. I mean, they only cost $5 each, so it's not like I'm breaking the bank. That's lovely. And we need some drinks machines so that nobody gets thirsty. So let's put drinks machine here. One there. One down here next to the staff room. One across the way there. And we'll put one here. Why not? Now he was in the way when I wanted to put that plant, so we'll put that in. Beautiful. Don't need fire extinguishers for the hallways. Radiators do. I definitely need some radiators. You need to keep everybody nice and warm. Like that. Brilliant. So that's going to keep everybody warm. And I think that's everything. Yeah, I think I've got everything. So I may put a... Yeah, I'm going to put one more drinks machine next to these benches. There we go. I think we're open for business. Excellent. So let's see what we get here. Maximum speed. Who's going to be our first contestant? As far as I remember, on the first mission there's only one type of patient you cannot cure, and that's invisibility. You can cure it, but you can't diagnose it. So every case of invisibility you get, you simply have to guess or send them home. I've been told the best advice for that is to be absolutely ruthless and just send them home. It's like, I can't cure you. Like, go up the road, find another hospital. I'm getting no patients. Oh, here we go. I was beginning to think there was a bug there. Right. Oops. Oh yeah, I forgot the seating here. Of course I did. Can I get away with 2 layers of seating here? Probably not. Yeah, that'll do. 5 seats. I don't anticipate it getting that busy. Now, hospital policy. Send staff to rest. 60% sounds about right, to be honest. About 50. Send home. Guess at the cure. I only want you to guess. Oh. There we go. I want you to guess at the cure only when you're absolutely certain. And yes, I want you to leave your rooms. Brilliant. Let's do this. See, he's already been diagnosed. How great is that? What have you got? The uncommon cold. Cause small particles of snot in the air. Symptoms: runny nose, sneezing and discoloured lungs. Oh, I'm sure we've all had this before. A big swig of uncommon cough medicine. Job done. And that's my first cure. Fantastic. I can already smell the reputation coming in. I think I'm going to need a few more handymen to get this going though. Oh. I think that was an instant diagnose. Oh no, it isn't. That was something else. Right, I'm going to need another handyman, I think. You see how quick this guy is running around? Because his skill level is above this line, which means he's 750. Whereas someone like him, he's barely even 500, so he's walking around at a snail's pace. There we go. That should be fine. So this level should absolutely fly by. It's not a problem. Job done. With the squids. Eating pizza found under the cooker. Surely you can guess the symptoms. Yeah, we've had the squids before. My nurses are already getting fairly tired. Well, to be fair, all of my staff are. There we go.
Doctor, attending psychiatry, please. Doctor required in GP's office.
The Mayor of Greater Trumpton wishes to visit my hospital. Yeah, I'm sure you can come along. Go on, mate. Come have a look. See how we take care of all of our sick and needy people. Hey, someone just bought a drink. And that's one of the invisibility patients. As I say, it's impossible to diagnose them because you don't have the facilities and you don't have a research department like you would at a later stage. So 72%, it's just not good enough for me, to be honest. I'm gonna send them home. Get out.
Doctor required in GP's office.
I don't want your death on my hospital. Yeah, this is the problem. Because I hired my staff at the same time, some of them are going to get tired a lot quicker than others.
Watch out, we've got a VIP in the building.
And another invisibility. There we go. Our hospital's starting to get a bit of a following now. Oh, there we go. Heaped piles. Standing around by water coolers. Oh dear. Feels like he's sitting on a bag of marbles. And once again, go home. The problem is the invisibility cures are probably the most expensive. You can make a lot of money out of it. And another 86%, no thanks. Well, the VIP was in here all of but 2 minutes. If that.
Doctor required in GP's office.
What a well-run hospital. Thank you for inviting me to it. Well, thank you, Mayor. I appreciate the compliment. So this level was a no-brainer. Like, I've gone really overkill with the seating here, but it looks good. I like it.
Doctor required in GP's office.
So there's not really much to do here. You literally just watch. I mean, you do need to keep an eye on what's happening around you. Sometimes there's a backlog of something, or maybe there's a doctor who's decided to go crazy and not sleep or something. I don't know. So getting your hospital started is the hardest bit. There we go. You can spend all your time watering plants, because I have a lot of them. I don't really have a littering problem. And the money is just about breaking even, which is not ideal, but it is the best I can do at this moment in time. Another invisibility patient. No thanks. 62%, not taking a chance. Go home. I would make a great hospital manager in real life. I kid. I cannot claim to know anything about medicine or the running of a hospital. Certainly couldn't run the NHS, that's for sure. There'd be nothing left of Britain if you put me in charge of the NHS for a day. Right, let's see how I did for the year. Well, of course I'm in the Hall of Shame, but that's how you start off. You get better eventually. That's nice. Did I just hit the X here? There we go. So I had the least money, that's no surprise. Cure count, I cured the most. Didn't kill anyone. Most valuable hospital. And I got almost the least visitors. What awards? Highest reputation, £10,000 or $10,000 in cash. Another 1,000. Very clean. Most valuable hospital. And the best reputation. That's what I call a successful year. And just like that, the mission is over. Took me 1 year, and it is a tutorial. You've made excellent progress at your current hospital. Now, I tell you, old chap, we've found somewhere else for you to run if you fancy a change of scenery and a fresh set of challenges. Now, excuse me for saying so, but you don't have to accept, but it would be mighty worthwhile if you do. The salary would be $15,900 per year. Would you like a job at Sleepy Hollow Hospital? I believe it would be a marvellous venture for your curriculum vitae. Yes. Please let me know. Yes, indeed, sir, I will. And there we go. So, I'm going to get started on level 2, but that's for the next episode. Until then, guys, I will see you then. Now, that's what I call a wrap. Let's save this here. Job's a good one. Right, guys, I will see you later.